elements. Okay, I already told you are going to write those keywords that are best to be searched, and these are the keywords that will help you to create beautiful backgrounds and beautiful elements you can grab from these keywords. Okay, so let's begin. Come on, just go to the elements. uh, I'll just write it and show it for you. The first one I'm just going to go ahead with is paper. Okay, please make a note about it. Please make a note about it. Okay, I'll just take this paper. See here, I'll add this paper here onto this frame, and see here, this looks beautiful. So one background is created. Okay, understood? Paper. Write it down. Someone here, please write it down. Everyone, I just want, at the end I'll be asking you how much you have written. Fine. So paper. So this will help you to create beautiful backgrounds. Can you see that? If you want to write something like this, paper will help you in the best way. Can you see that? Yes, no? Paper. Okay, give a thumbs up. Please write it down somewhere, because you are not just learning to create in the session. After the session also you need to remember these stuffs. Fine, you know, these stuffs like this, it will be helpful for the to keep it on the paper. See here, something like this, you want to attach it on the paper, it looks so beautiful there. Okay, so come on, I'll just attach it here. Okay, these stuffs, for example, I just make use of this. I'll just, this is the combination, the perfect combinations that you can use. Okay, just write the paper and see, you will have so many beautiful combinations, not just these. Something like this, it will be a something tone like this on paper, increase it in size. Now you want to write something inside this, even you can write the sales, you can use this for the sales flyers. Okay, see how beautiful elements you have just by writing paper, right? Yes, no? You know, this is the color here, you can just go ahead and change the background color to something like this. See how beautiful it looks like. Perfect. Okay, come on, I just want you all to create beautiful stuffs with this paper. With this paper you can create beautiful codes. Okay, codes. For the codes, QUOTS, you can use these papers. Okay, now it's just stack this all along on your background, and then you just can create your own stuffs. For example, if you have taken this paper or some paper like this, or paper like this, or any paper, you can even use the paper pin also with that. Okay, so for example, I'll just grab this one. I want to pin it up with this paper pin. So all of these things we have it here. Okay, one keyword. Hopefully you all noted it out, inshallah. Okay, so now we'll go ahead with another one. I'll just add another page. Come on, the next one, crushed paper. It is almost the same. Crushed paper. Okay, you know, these backgrounds look very stunning when you are writing something. For example, recently I used this to create the legacy for the parents or something like that. Okay, I created a recent post with this crushed paper. It looks so perfect. Fine, you can use this crushed papers as a background. Fine, crushed paper background. Okay, see here, I can use it here, something at the center, and write something on the textuals. Okay, it looks fab. Okay, it looks fab, I'm telling you all. Okay, the next thing, gradient. Hopefully you all know what is gradient, right? Gradient. Write it down. I just want you all to make a note about whatever I'm telling you today. Gradient. Go to the photos, not with the gradient. This one, photos. You have so many beautiful gradients. Grab it along. Okay, so hopefully I taught you how to do this already. Okay, the next thing, holographic. Write it down, please. Holographic. Holographic. And search for this. You have so many beautiful holographic backgrounds. You can use these backgrounds if you're creating something stunning. For example, if something like technology or something like the banners, if you're creating, then these holographic backgrounds are very excellent. Fine. Okay, the next thing. Come on, I'm just showing you to add different backgrounds. You have very, very important keyword, abstract backgrounds. Abstract. Please write it down. Abstract. I'm showing you by writing it on elements. These are called as abstract backgrounds. Go to the photos and check these abstract backgrounds. They look stunning. Abstract backgrounds. Please take a note about this. They are actually textured backgrounds. And there are also something called as textured background. Please write it down. Textured. Or just texture, you can write it. Okay. Something like a texture will show up like these. Textured background. Done? Okay. Very important for the invitation cards, the watercolored backgrounds. Please write it down. Watercolored backgrounds. You can write it watercolor. It will give you a paint look, paint kind of look. Watercolored background. It is important keyword. Watercolor. We call this as watercolor. This is used for every invitation card. Have you seen it? Even at your homes, you will have these invitation cards. You know what we call it? We call it as watercolor. Okay. See here, all of these are watercolors. Come on, add it page by page. You have to do this. You have to do this along with me. Replace the background. Just check this. Check these visuals. How beautiful they look like, right? Replace the background. Not just with the photos, my dear sisters. With these photos, you can create wonderful stuff like cartoon kind of feel for the kids. See here, something like these. Okay, you can write the beautiful textures above it. Okay, for example, if I have grabbed this one, I'll just place it like this. See here, how beautiful it looks like, right? Okay, I'll just place it like this. Okay, now I can just write a beautiful handwriting font and make sure I can use it for the for my designs on the social media or whatever. Okay, so these are called as watercolor backgrounds. Loving it? Please give a thumbs up. Just look into my screen how beautiful it looks like, right? Watercolored backgrounds. Just give me a thumbs up. I just want to see if you are following me. Note it. Tell me how many points did you note? How many keywords did you note? Yes, yes, yes. Already 5? Okay, we have, yes, mashallah. We have ink backgrounds. Okay, ink backgrounds. Just write ink and see how many beautiful backgrounds you'll get. Ink backgrounds. Okay, please take a note. After ink, you have wavy backgrounds. Wavy backgrounds. Wavy backgrounds. Okay, you can go ahead and select some of the beautiful photos like this. Okay, you can use this for the technology kind of backgrounds. Okay, the next thing that you have is watercolor is done, right? Okay, you have something called as rose gold. Okay, just write this rose gold. Rose gold background. You know, rose gold backgrounds are the stuffs that we use it for the invitation cards. Please write it down. Rose gold backgrounds. Rose gold. ROSE space gold. GOLD. Come on, try this along. These are that are helpful for the invitation cards. Can you see that? I'll just make sure that this is replaced in this way. Rose gold colored backgrounds. Fine. Okay, I'll just replace the background. Come on, then you have something called as, okay, you can search it later. Geometric backgrounds. Please write it. Metallic backgrounds. Okay. You also have something called as untitled. Okay, search for these terms, you'll get it. Untitled. Not just with the photos, you can even go ahead with the graphics and search for them. Okay, write it down. Okay, then silhouette. Okay, usually in the Islamic, we do not use actual figures, right? So make sure you are using silhouette. Okay, we call this silhouette. Just make sure, see here, just note the spelling. SILHOUETTE. Okay, man, woman. You can use the silhouettes instead of actual figures. Okay, silhouette of a woman. Okay, make sure that is Islamic. Okay, make sure that is more Islamic. Fine. So make sure whatever you're using the silhouette. Fine. It is actually the shadow look. Silhouettes are the shadow look. Fine. Okay. The next thing is, I don't prefer it for the women. They can just go ahead with some place. Silhouettes are nothing but they are used for the backgrounds. Like if you want just the black and white kind of look, the kind of look, then you can go ahead with the silhouettes. Okay, like this. Okay. Next one, illustrations. You have something called as illustrations. Okay, I'll write it down because we don't have much time. I cannot show it all to you, so I'll just write illustrations. The next one, gold. Gold backgrounds. They are very stunning. Okay, mesh backgrounds. Please write it down. Okay, whenever you use the mesh backgrounds, make use of the mesh gradients also. Okay, make mesh gradients. Okay, the next thing is glossy. This look very perfect. Glossy backgrounds. They are very excellent. Okay, glitter backgrounds. Please take a note about this glitter background. Okay, the next thing, rose gold is over, wavy is over. Holograms, you have something called as holograms. Try this around, okay? Next thing, you have something called as blobs. Blobs, try this over. I already told you about the blobs. I'll explain to you how to use this blobs also. Okay, now itself I will to you. Okay, for example, I'll go ahead with blobs. blobs. Okay, blobs. Search for the blobs. Okay, for example, think that this is my background that I have chosen. This is the gradient. I'll just take this blobs and put it here and there. Okay, we call it as blobs. You need to go to the graphics and use those blobs. Okay, go to the graphics and use those blobs. The next thing, okay, when you use the blobs, make sure your background is simple colored, not multicolored. Fine, I'll change the background in a while. Okay, I'll show you how beautifully you can use this blobs very excellently. Okay, inshallah, I'll just flip it over to the horizontal vertical way. Okay, once this is done, just delete this background. Let's see, it looks stunning. Fine. And this way you can use this. These are the blob things that you can use. Blobs. Okay. The next thing is arrows, shadows, blur, and all is done. Frames, patterns, outline. Polaroid can be used. Freeform tools. Freeform tools. Write it down. Freeform. Freeform. It is same as blobs. You will get irregular shapes. That's all. Freeform tools. Okay. So now you know when you are using something like scratching, sketching things, you can use this freeform objects. Free form, F-R-E-E, free, F-O-R-M. You know, when you are using something very stunning, you want to write something like this, then you can just give this a look like this. Okay, free form. What do we call it as? Free form. Just see here, we call it as free form. If you want to give something like something is writing on the frame, we just write it as free form. Okay, usually we use this to create the kiddish kind of backgrounds. Okay, for the childish look or something like that. If you want to write a storybook or something like that, make use of the free form tools. Okay, the next thing is doodle. Do you know doodle? Doodles. Why do you use the doodle? We go doodling. Okay, it's all the sketching kind of objects, right? Okay, you know this doodle arts, they look stunning on the screens, dear sisters and brothers. Okay, if your screen is not filled, you can use this doodle arts like this. Can you see that? I'll just add it over the places here and there. Make use of reducing the transparency and put it here and there. Okay, I'm showing you the major aspects of editing. I want you all to make use of these stuffs. These are very important to you all. Okay, you are being the graphic designers, you have to know this. For example, I just use this doodle art over here, somewhere here, when I'm signing this thing over. Okay, so doodle arts, if you are going to go ahead with the signing of this page, if you want to use this somewhere here, if you have used something in the middle, you can just use it here. Oh, okay, we call it as doodling. Okay, doodle. So now, for example, if you want to use this watercolor somewhere here, okay, this looks stunning. Come on, try this all along. Fine. Doodle. What do we call it as? Doodle. Okay, the next one. Come on. Till now, how many have you written? Please let me know. We also have something called as scribbling. You have scribbles if you want. You can please mention the chat box. Okay. Mashallah, barakallahu feek. Okay. You know there's something called as posting. P-O-S-T, post. You know why do we write this post? Go to the graphics and see. For example, think that your sisters and brothers, you want to create a mock-up for your social site. For example, see here, go to the frames, check the frames. Mock-up for your social site, mock-up for Instagram, mock-up for Facebook. You will get it as a post, okay? Go to the graphics and check for those things and just get it as a post, okay? A mock-up for the Instagram if you want to create, you just go ahead and write the post. Instagram post, Facebook post or whatever. So you'll get it on the post, okay? POST, this is the keyword. Right? We can even mention it particularly like Insta post markup. Insta post markup. Come on, write this also. Insta post markup. This looks fab when you use this. Insta post markup. You can use this. You can add your own photo in this. It feels like it is a post, but it is actually not a post, right? Okay, it feels like you have taken a screenshot from the Instagram, correct? So this way you can just try it around. Insta post mockup. Okay, then something like shimmer, I already told you. Fading shimmers you can use. These keywords already you have noted down for animating the videos. Fading shimmer. Okay, fading shimmer. Okay, stars, you can use them. Stars, the fading shimmers. You can use them in the what we say in the graphics. They are actually animated. They're animated. You can put it around. Then you can use drop shadows, round shadows, rectangular shadows, satin backgrounds. Already told. Very important. Why do we use satin backgrounds? To place the objects on it, place the mockups on it. Okay. Then you can use borders. In the borders, you can mention the colors, whichever you want. Okay, then you can use curves, the shapes, the labels, geoshape. Geoshape will give you the round shape, platforms, abstract background, gradient backgrounds, wave backgrounds, texture backgrounds, neon backgrounds, already told neon backgrounds, comic backgrounds, explained to you today. Okay, headers, footers are very, very, very important. Write it down. Headers and footers. And the next thing is half tone. Half tone. Okay, I just want you all to look into this keyword half tone. You also have something called as duotone, half tone and duotone. If you feel like this screen is so what we say dull, you can use this half tones. What is this called as? Half tone. You can even go ahead with duotone, duotone, duotone. Okay, with just this, you can create beautiful, stunning backgrounds. Half tones, duotones. You can go ahead with the photos and see what are the half tone kind of photos. Fine. Half tones, even duotone, duotone. Fine. Okay, so these are some of the things that you can go ahead and create for. Okay, these are some of the background names. Okay, I'll also show you some of the template names so that if you want to search for something like check in the description or something like that, then even the template descriptions also, template keywords also you have to know. Okay, go to the templates. For example, think that you are going to create something for example, any specific duotone. Okay, so again, if you want to go ahead with something important for the templates, like for example, if you are going to create a video and you want to write something like check in caption, or check the caption. Okay, if you want to create such video, just go ahead and type such keywords, check the caption. Okay, just get the keywords, get the videos. Okay, how to get the templates properly, whichever category you want. For example, I want a mobile video saying check the caption. What I'll do, I'll just select such mobile videos. I'll go to this mobile video, I'll edit that. Okay, I'll edit that and I'll just convert it into the masterpiece. That's all. Okay, so whatever I want, I'll just edit it according to my wish. Okay, sick of getting no place, there's something like this. I'll just remove this background that is here. I'll add my own background. That's all. I'll add my own wordings there. Okay, so I'll just show you what I made out of this. Sick of getting no place. Okay, there's something like this. So what I made out of this, I'll just show it to you from the project. I think it is on the designs.